What's up, guys? Welcome to my garage. So I just got back from the shop with a brand new set of Pirelli Angel GT2 A-Spec tires for my K1600. So this is my second set of Angel GTs for this bike, and I really like the first set, but they weren't the A-Spec, which has got a reinforced sidewall and more suited for a heavier motorcycle. So I'm getting ready to head off on a pretty big motorcycle trip in a couple of weeks. Wanted to start off on a brand new set of tires, and so in this video I'm going to kind of do a little check-in reviews on how these tires hold up as I go down the trip, and probably after I get them mounted up today, do a quick little ride around town to kind of start breaking them in a little bit. So enjoy.
Alright, well, I'm just getting started. Just got about a mile on these tires. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but so far it seems like they're maybe a little bit more rigid than the standard Angel GTs, but see what happens after I get about 100 miles on them today. See what they look like. Let's see here. So right now they're still bang on 42 psi front and rear. That's what factory call out is. So check it later on, make sure nothing bled off, get back home, retorque the lug nuts and pinch bolt. There's the first 25 miles on them. They didn't really feel greasy at all when I was breaking them in, or for the first 25. They sure do feel nice. Weather's really not cooperating on me today, so I think I'm going to head back home. Morning, guys. So I'm day 13 on the road with these tires, and about 3,500 miles on them so far. So they're wearing pretty good. They're a little uneven. I've heard that called different things before, but it's still got a lot of groove left on it. Oh no, I think the front's looking pretty good. So the rear is flattening out just a little bit. You kind of see where the wear marker is down there. Yeah, they're wearing pretty evenly. I've been on a mix of super technical, hard heavy braking, hard heavy acceleration, a lot of highway miles, 90 mile an hour highway miles. I've been checking the air pressure every day. I inflate them to the BMW recommended 42 psi cold. They fluctuate just a little bit depending on the altitude that I'm in. Some days I add a little bit, some days I got to take a little bit out. Today they were bang on. But if I get another 3,500 miles out of these tires, I'll be pretty happy. Anyway, all in all, I think they're wearing in pretty good. What up, guys? So I'm at day 17 and just a little over 4,500 miles on these tires. So you see the fronts are doing pretty good. They wear a little bit right along the edge. You kind of see where the wear marker is there. Got a little bit left on it. Yeah, kind of hard to tell the way that they're wearing like that. So, I've been checking them every day. They've been staying pretty consistent as far as tire pressure goes. Look at the back. So definitely flattening out a little bit. See right here, kind of hard to tell, but the way it wears going around the turns. Got 4,500 on it. See where the wear marker is down there. I think they're holding up pretty good. And so far I'm really happy with them. Way better than the last couple of sets of tires I've had with them, or on this bike. So I've been in pretty much every weather condition on these, from 100 plus degrees down mid 20s, monsoon rain, dry, hot highways running 85-90 miles an hour all day, or super technical tight twisties like in Beartooth Highway. So far they've worked really good. And I think maybe one thing that's kind of weird with them is they both have that line, the two sets of the lines that run straight down the center of the tire. If you run on any kind of grooved pavement, the bike will have a tendency of wanting to do that a little bit. It wasn't anything too bad that I thought, so I wouldn't, some people it might be too much for them, but me, no big deal at all. For what it feels like on 2-lane blacktop, sweet. And they are the A spec. So between me, the motorcycle, all my luggage and all my gear and everything that I bring with me, this bike is, I'm estimating, right around 1,100 pounds. So I think for 4,500 miles still, at least on the rear, I think it's doing really good. I've heard people say things like you get 20,000 miles out of these tires, and I'm not sure what kind of bike they're riding and what kind of riding they're doing for that, but if I get 6 out of that back, man, I'm gonna be pretty happy. So the funny thing is, 6,000 miles, that's how far I go on an oil change on this bike. So pretty much every time you get the oil changed on this bike, you got to throw a new tire on the back, and I always do them both at the same time just because I'm one of those guys. But anyway, keep the rubber side down. I'll see you guys later. Alright guys, so I got about 6,500 miles on these Angel GT2s. Show you how they did. I was actually really happy with them. They did really good in the wet, did good in the dry, did good at highway, 90 miles an hour sustained, good grip and the technical twisty stuff. The one thing that I wasn't super excited about was how they ran on grooved pavement. But as they wore down, like after 4,000 miles, I didn't even notice it. So I think that's an important takeaway with these things, because a lot of the reviews that I've read, that was #1 thing on there, is how they worked on grooved pavement. I know going through Wyoming, there was a lot of grooved concrete. So like I said, after about 4,000 miles, didn't even notice it. But I got the back one off of the bikes. I've been detailing since I've been home pretty much. So I'll show you what it looks like. So you kind of see up at the top, us touring guys, it's a lot of highway speed, 90, 95, 100 miles an hour sustained in pretty much a straight line for some time, laying down distance. So
the center here, you got tiny bit till the wear markers start showing. You know, if you're like me, a lot of times I'll take a tire right straight down to the carcass. At least that's how I did the last set. And so this edge here would be the back side. So it's kind of difficult to tell, but there's a little bit of a lip right there. I mean, this bike, K1600B, I can only lean it over so far until the foot pegs start scraping. I've got a 1-inch lowering block on the foot pegs to, you know, make it a little bit more comfortable and help get my size 14 under the gear shifter a little bit better. So that's how the rears wore down. And, you know, there's still a lot of life left on the sides, but you could see kind of the way it wore, kind of uneven. I mean, 6,500 miles, I'm still pretty excited about that. I think they lasted really good. So I'll give you a peek at the front. So you can see here on the front, here we got a wear marker right there. Still a pretty decent amount of life left on there. You see we got a ways to go till you hit the wear marker on the sides. But still same with these. I mean, I ran pretty hard going over a Beartooth highway running on the brakes, so you could see a little bit of a lip kind of right here. I didn't notice anything weird while I was riding it as far as vibration or anything is concerned. These are very nice set of tires. I mean, they're, you know, the expensive side of motorcycle tires for sure, but I think as far as longevity and ride quality and everything, they were well worth it, and I will definitely buy these again. So there you have it. Alright guys, so that's my honest real world review on these things. 6,500 miles on a set of Pirelli Angel GT2 A specs on a BMW K1600B. So thanks for watching.